Good morning, this is Pam, Flower Patch Farmhouse, and today I'm going to share with you how I pinch back dahlias to get a lot more blooms from the same plant. So I'm going to, we'll zoom in so you can really get a good close-up bird's eye view of how I pinch back the dahlias. So right here, this one is called Florel. It's a really pretty white one. And if you'll note right here is some leaves coming up. And here's the stem coming up from it, and here's another one up here. Well, I'm going to take my cutters, or you could actually do it with your thumbnail. Sometimes I do it with my thumbnail, and cut that right off. So I had to redo this because the other one I wasn't in the camera. So here is the stem I'm going to pinch back. And you see here's two leaves coming out here, and then the stem. So I'm just going to cut this. I'm going to get my hand out of it, right there. And now two plants or two stems will come out on each side of that. And I can go along, let me do this one right here. This one right here, I'll do the same thing. Now this one I'm going to leave because it's going to go ahead and it'll bloom a little bit earlier than these two. So that way I'll get a bloom, but then I'll also get more blooms from those two. And I could pinch these back too, but I'm going to leave them. And that's personal choice. You can do whatever you like. This is in a pot because I potted them up in March or April. It was too cold to put them out in my area. And so I put them in pots, let them get started, and now I'll go put this out in the garden and let it grow on. And I put it in a nice sunny spot. They like lots of sun and heat. So it will bloom when it starts. I don't get blooms in probably till August from these, but a lot of other things have stopped blooming, so it's a good time for them to kind of fill in where others have left off. And that is how you pinch back dahlias to get more blooms. Now here is one I wanted to share with you that I had pinched back probably about a month or so ago. And you see here's where the stem was pinched off. Now you see these two stems here coming off, and they're going to have blooms on them. So there you can see how it works. Now, these are kind of bent over because they were sitting under the shelf. They grew up in the heat just really fast in 2 days. So that's why they're kind of bent over. This one really needs to get out in the garden and be staked. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and over at my website, flowerpatchfarmhouse.com, where I share garden tips and tricks that I have found personally helpful and pretty easy. And I do DIYs, home decor, and recipes.